Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for February 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Pisces, this is your monthly reading for February. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But of course, February is considered the month of love. Even though we should all try to lead with love every day, every month of the year, Venus is in the most romantic of signs, your sign, my beautiful Pisces. So there is a lovely link between Neptune and Pisces. However, this connection can influence us all into the realm of fantasy. So it is important to be honest with yourself. If you're interested in someone who is not available physically or emotionally, or you are connected to someone that you cannot completely trust, you may actually feel let down by them this month or feel unfulfilled by their behavior and want to make changes within the relationship or within yourself in order to detach yourself from this energy, okay? Now, also, of course, we do have your first house activated. That will be towards the middle of the month, and that's all about your identity, where you feel like you belong, and looking at the things that are really within yourself that you want to revamp. You may be looking at what your path is taking you to. You may feel like opening yourself up to new adventures. And right now they're actually showing me a blank page. So some of you could be turning over a new chapter in your life, or some of you could be rewriting your story because of that first house. Now, if you're retired, some of you may be actually writing a book about your experiences, or you may be channeling your experiences in order to deepen your connection with your faith or with spirit, and rediscover parts of yourself that perhaps you feel like you've lost along the journey of life, okay? Now, whether you're retired or not, I feel like that's definitely something that you will be doing. But also your 6th house is activated at this time, and that's all about your daily routines. So a lot of you will look at repetitive cycles that are playing out in your life. You will look at your schedule, work schedules, exercise routines, sleep patterns, eating habits, and you really want to revamp those things or try to connect yourselves to the best version of yourself. I definitely see you looking at your schedule in order to restructure, to find a little bit more time for you so that you can work smarter, not harder. And also, a lot of you will be focusing on paying bills. You'll be focusing on, your pensions and looking at the day-to-day chores that you feel responsible for in your life. So at the beginning of the month, beginning of February, it may feel like you're in a repetitive cycle. You may feel a little bit frustrated or a little bit, in the humdrum energy of just doing. You're going to be very organized and very productive, but at the same time, as you step into that first house around about the middle of the month, then it all becomes about you, self-reflection, personal development, and really focusing on the things that are necessary for you to make progress in life in general, okay? Now, also, just because we have that wonderful Neptune-Pisces connection, it doesn't have to all be about romance. This is a time where you will be connected strongly to your heart space. So all that you aspire to, you can make your dreams become a reality. This is a very important time for manifestation. So a lot of you will be thinking about the bigger picture, things that you want to accomplish, and you will find that you are pouring your heart and your soul into those things and making life happen for you, okay? It also promotes self-love, body positive affirmations this time. So look in that mirror, see that wonderful, incredible, unique, authentic, lovable you. You're staring back at yourself and you are a force to be reckoned with, okay? Now, we do have a full moon in Leo, and that occurs on the 5th into the 6th of February. And that's all about self-confidence. It's about letting your inner light shine and really finding passion for any projects, getting extra boosts of energy and motivation to move forward on things. Also, we do have that new moon in your sign, and that's, you're going to feel that energy around about the 18th, but it actually occurs on the 20th of February. That's when you really step into your power and into your first house. And that is about aligning yourself with all the potentials and possibilities to make life happen for you and make all your dreams or goals become a reality, okay? So it's a very positive time. I would definitely write a list of affirmations, things that you really want from the universe, and watch those things come to light, okay? Now, also, I feel it's really important that you find some moments to have fun or create a self-care schedule, shall we say, where you bring a little bit more time for yourself into February, because I feel like you are a little bit exhausted. You may have even felt that you've been put on hold, or you're a little bit in limbo at the moment. We have the Pisces hangman right there. There may be something that you're trying to create, but you feel like it hasn't shown up for you just yet, or you feel that you've been working really hard towards success and it just feels like a very long road that does not have a turning, or it doesn't have like, any indication that you are on the right track. But the universe wants you to be aware that you are on the right track and you are going to be making progress, okay? Now, your first card here is the dog. So dogs represent stability, loyalty, dedication, and I feel like you will be unearthing an opportunity this month that is really right for you, okay? You may be looking at loyalty in friendships this month as well as in relationships. I mean, as it is the month of love and we do have Valentine's Day this month, some of you will be looking at love. And whether you are in a relationship or not, you'll be deepening your connection with the idea of love, because right now in the water they're showing me a heart balloon. Okay, so some of you, I mean, I feel like that is a symbol for you over the month. You will see like a balloon that is in the shape of a heart. It's just kind of, I feel like it's attached to something and it's kind of just drifting or moving in the wind. So this may be outside a store. I mean, this is Valentine's Day month, right? So you're going to see one of those probably everywhere, right? But I feel this is a symbol for you that if you're looking for love, love is on its way. The Ace of Wands here indicates that there is a spark or a chemistry between you and a person, and I actually feel like there is someone also in your world who is still harboring deep feelings for you. This could be someone from the past. I will check that energy out. I don't feel like you want to revisit the past, but if you do want to heal something from the past, that is a possibility this month. But if you're looking for new, I feel like there is someone on the periphery that you're about to meet. You'll meet this person at a place where you are in a group setting where it's almost like people open up about their life. So it could be that you join some sort of community event. I mean, it could even be like a book reading group where you discuss things, topics of the day in the book or whatever it is you're reading, but also there is a connection. There is like a compassionate conversation, like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm not doing so well. It's almost like a very cathartic, therapeutic counseling energy. So maybe even when you meet your friends, it could be that. I see you meeting somebody in a group setting that is new. So if you are looking for love, there is a spark between you and someone that can develop into something a little bit deeper down the line. But in the month of February, it's just a passionate connection that gives you a little bit of butterflies and makes you go, ooh, this could be interesting to explore. So if you're already in a relationship, I definitely see that you and your person are either renewing your vows or really deepening your connection with each other. And I feel that you and your person may invest in moving or doing some sort of, I get this revamping energy. Some of you may take on a DIY project or something like that as well and decide to do it in the month of February. Now it says here, friend, trust, companion, dependable, support, protection, pet, loyalty, and soulmate. So definitely this is a month of connections to love. Whether you're with your soulmate or not, there is a potential soulmate. I've already connected to that energy that's coming on in. But this is about you and your beautiful heart, okay? I feel like you are someone who has a lot to give, and you give everything to your projects, to your friendship circle, those that are nearest and dearest. You're very discerning about who you let into your company. So I feel the ones that you are connected to, you're kind of ride or die for those people. And they also support and love you back. And I feel like this month actually is a huge vibration of love, okay? So I feel there's a lot of positive things to come out of February for you. There's an offer here. It could be an offer in terms of a dream job opportunity, or even a raise or a promotion that has been perhaps hinted at or circulating for a while but has never really transpired. Your boss could have offered you they could have hinted to you, if you work a little bit long hours, or if you dedicate yourself a little bit more to the company, we will actually elevate you to this new position, or they'll give you some more money. I feel like that has not transpired yet, and you're starting to look at alternative options. Some of you may put yourself out there in the job market if you're in the career sector, and you may be looking for alternative opportunities to elevate if you feel like a boss or a company or something that you have connected to is really not following through on what they have promised, okay? Because I feel like there's a promise here, and it's connected to money. It feels like a promise is not delivered, but there is another exciting opportunity that is headed your way that will bring a lot more finances in. It could also be that someone has borrowed money off you, and perhaps you're hoping to have it back by now, but it has not been delivered. I feel like the universe has your back, and I feel there is the potential that this person, right at the end of February, offers to pay some of that back. All of it would be nice, but I get it's a gesture of what they offer back, okay? So that's just coming through as well. Now, we've also got child. So some of you may hear that you're pregnant this month, but I really get this energy more that you've been burning the candle at both ends, and you've been feeling pretty exhausted, but also a little bit like in this numb energy where you're wondering about your direction, you're wondering about all the hard work that you invest in life itself, and you're like, is it worth it? Am I having fun? So I feel like you're really checking in with yourself this month to really try and, love that inner child a little bit harder, and try to find a little bit more spontaneity and excitement in your everyday schedule, especially since you're going to feel so heavily involved in your 6th house, which is all about organization, paying your bills, focusing on all the things that you need to get done, the chores. So you may feel that you get a lot done this month and you're like completely in doing mode, but at the same time, you may be like, I actually want to go out, I want to have fun, I want to be with my friends. So I really get this sense that you are going to connect a lot more to play. We've got the dolphin there, and dolphins, of course, are mammals like humans that tend to play. Also, they have this sonar energy, which they are in their intuition. They can always sense when there is something untoward in their energy, just like you. You are such a sensitive, wonderful being. You have been given this instinct for a reason. Don't ever doubt your intuition, because it will never lead you astray. I don't see there's anything negative here. I actually feel that this month you're being called to focus on your projects to get stuff done, because I feel like there is a really big win happening for you. So whether you are connected to the career sector, or there's a personal development project, or you're retired and there's something that you have a goal in mind that you want to accomplish, whether it's heading overseas to look at property, perhaps retire overseas, or even just look at your pensions and really get your house in order, shall I say, in order to make sure that you get the best out of the transition into retirement. It says here, naive, new beginnings, immature, young, inexperienced, innocence, children, and new. If you're a grandparent, for example, you may be called to look after your grandchildren unexpectedly at the last minute, and it may put your nose out of joint a little bit, but you love your grandchildren, so I feel like you would actually, rearrange your plans anyway to be with your grandchildren. But what I get here is a suitcase here, so some of you may be doing something new, okay? So this really indicates that some of you may be doing something business related, or even travel related, or even emigrating across seas, where you feel you're a little bit naive. You've never done it before. I don't feel like you're naive as in your going to be taken advantage of. What I feel is there's something here that you've never done before, and perhaps you've asked a lot of people for advice and still you're, a little bit unsure of the pathway. All the answers will become clear to you, okay? So trust your intuition. This indicates that you are taking new steps. This is almost like the Fool card, where you're taking a leap of faith, and you will know that wherever you're headed, whatever direction it is that you're headed in, you will have fun along the way. This is a wonderful new start for you. So some of you may be looking at everything that you have to offer in love, in life, in career, in friendship, in all areas of your life, and you may be looking at whether you find that you're getting a rewarding energy back in the situations that you're connecting to. Reciprocity. So whether it's, your career, you may be looking at whether all the hard work and the extra hours that you do, whether, financially you're being rewarded enough for your skills and talents. And if you feel like you've been hitting a plateau, or you feel like someone has promised something that they have not delivered, there's definitely an energy of you putting the feelers out to get other opportunities. If you feel like in a relationship that you are doing all the heavy lifting, because right now in the water they're showing me a barrel. Okay, I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, so if you don't know my readings, I see imagery in the water. These images, they may mean nothing to you in this moment, but over the next 6 weeks or so, you will notice a balloon that is kind of just like, it's attached to something and it's moving back and forth. You may see a barrel. It could be a delivery of something that's coming into your life symbolically. It could also be about you doing heavy lifting, and that now you're going to readdress the balance in your life. But barrels tend to represent abundance coming in. Could also be a paying off of a debt. Oh, okay. Well, me and my guys all picked up on that energy already of someone paying a bill or a debt. But I also get this sense that some of you may be thinking about going into looking at mortgages, and you may be worried about whether you could pay off a long repayment plan. I feel using your intuition, not overstretching yourself, I feel like you actually will be able to afford it, but make sure you do your due diligence on anything financially that you're connecting to at this time. In terms of world events, economically, we're in a very fragile state. You don't need me to tell you that. I feel like there's a lot of fluctuations going on. The interest rates, I feel like, will go down before they go back up again. So there will be a window of opportunity to connect to some sort of real estate plan if you're looking for that. Also, some of you may want to sell your property. So I definitely see that there will be, someone who comes on in that gives you an offer that you're going to be really excited about, actually, as well. Okay. Now, your first card here is the Judgment card. So a lot of you are going to be reconnecting to things that you used to do, that you used to really enjoy. You may have felt that a part of you is missing, or you may have felt that you've lost a part of you, or you want to rediscover a part of you or a part of life that you used to enjoy that you feel you've had to abandon, or you felt you could not connect to at this time. The Judgment card, it could be like a hobby that you used to do. It could even be that you used to take long baths and read books, and long into the night and just enjoy time for yourself, but life has got so busy that you haven't been able to do that. It could also be that you haven't been out with your friends for a long time, or enjoyed yourself and really laughed and had just such an incredible, night out in a while, and you may be craving that energy. They're actually showing me a white feather drifting down right now as well. So you may see a white feather drifting in front of you. It's not going to be on the floor. It's not going to be on the seat or in your shoe or anything like that. It actually falls gently in front of you. You will notice it. Okay, so look out for that over the next 6 weeks. This symbolizes not only are you being guided and protected, it also symbolizes that there is a delivery of some really good news that points you in a direction towards your calling. Okay, we have the Judgment card, which indicates you are strongly looking at your true north and wondering about your path in life. So right now you may feel like you're at a bit of a crossroads where you're making bigger decisions, you're making lifestyle changes. It's almost like I see you restructuring your life, trying to get everything in order, because it says here, rebirth, a new phase, an inner calling. So definitely stepping into a new cycle here where you're renewing your energy. Also, if you've been feeling a little bit lackluster or unmotivated in your energy, you lost your mojo, or you've been searching for direction. I definitely see you getting clarity and having more energy. I feel like you're cutting out foods that perhaps have not been good for you, or have made you feel lethargic, or made you feel even, unmotivated, and you may be getting better sleep patterns. I really feel like you're trying to restructure things so that you get the best out of the everyday, because I get this sense that you don't want to waste time, okay? Now, we've also got the Three of Wands here. If you're asking, are you on the right path because you're searching for direction, the answer is yes, okay? Keep going. I feel like there is a wonderful opportunity coming on in here, and if there's something that has not been working for you, it's because it's not been the right time. They're giving me the sentence, it came up, I think it came up in the Virgo reading, so perhaps you have placements in Virgo, I'm not sure about that, so but they're giving me, it's not never, it just means not now, but it's actually coming on in for you, okay? So it just means it had to be at the right time, whatever this is, and you will know why when it shows up, why it had to be the time it shows up and not like, say, a couple of years ago, okay? Now, the Three of Wands is about aligning yourself with your true heart's desire, okay? This is a card of waiting, observing, being attentive to your surroundings. In terms of world events, because this is energy is picking up, I'm picking it up in everybody's reading. A lot of you may be very much concerned or observing the way that the world is headed at the moment, and you may be looking at the narrative that perhaps is under the surface or is starting to resurface, where there are certain rules, regulations, or practices that are coming in that perhaps you're keeping an eye on in order to safeguard yourself and put yourself in a really good position. Like, for example, economically, as we've already mentioned, that things are a little bit unstable. You may be looking at institutions where you put your finances and making sure that those institutions are not connected to each other in any way, so that you are safe in and insured in your money. So, for example, if you bank with two companies, and you've got your money in either one, there'll be a certain limit that you are insured for. But if those companies are linked, your money is not safe in both. Only one will be insured. So I feel it's important for you to open yourself up to that level of knowledge, and I feel that's something you're already in charge of, or you're already organized and looking at as well. Now, the Three of Wands is also about enterprising. So some of you may be anticipating a new start somewhere, or you're looking for other opportunities. Some of you, as I said, you're going to be keeping your eye out in the job market for alternative opportunities where you can elevate in success. I get this sense that in business you are having far-reaching energy, so expanding is the energy that I'm getting as well. When you get the Three of Wands, this indicates that something you've been waiting for is showing up for you, okay? You've been diligently working towards it. You've been pouring all your love, heart, devotion, your creativity, because this is a card of being very talented. This is a card of, you pouring all your passion into something and you being on the precipice of success or some sort of celebration, okay? There's a famous sentence, watching your ships come in. I feel this month is actually what you're going to be doing, okay? So whatever it is, it's almost like you're getting a second wind of energy to go after something. Some of you may reconnect to something as well. Now, the Judgment card is the card of second chances. So we got the Three of Pentacles here as well. Something you've been planning, a project or an installation. It could also be a collaboration. Something you're inspired to do or in a creative flow of doing is going to be very rewarding and very abundant, okay? Some of you could be setting up your own business, or you could be going into business with other people. If you've got a creative talent that perhaps you've sat on for a while and you've not really activated, I feel you could set up your own enterprise or business, be an entrepreneur. And I feel it will be very, very lucrative. Whatever it is, butterflies are important because they keep showing up in your reading. I mean, there's two butterflies here, there's butterflies in your first card, and this indicates transformation. So this is a big time, a big month for evolution, progress, and something you've been engineering or planning in the planning stages. It could be a project. Some of you, I do see a lot of you doing a bit of DIY around the home space this month as well. So some of you may have got something in from a store and you've been putting it in the corner and you thought, you know what, I'll eventually put that together. This is the month where you're going to be organized and doing it. Some of you may actually want to restructure the home space and really bring a little bit more fresh air into the home space by just rearranging furniture, or that's coming up for both you and Cancerian energy. So maybe the water elements are all up in in their sanctuary at the moment and trying to create a space that brings peace of mind. Teamwork is dream work, they just said. So perhaps people that you're working with, there's going to be a project that you all come together and try to formulate a common goal, and you will be successful at this. Some of you, it could be family members coming together to either buy something together, purchase, or even create something that long term will bring a lot of wealth and will expand exponentially. Also with the Three of Wands and Three of Pentacles, you're getting double numbers, numerical synchronicity, double three. They actually showed me 0303 when I was meditating before your reading. So interesting that it was 0303, but your first two numbers are 33. Okay, so these numbers may be relevant in some way. It could be the end of a digits of a cell phone number, or it could be the number of a building if you're going for an interview. Just pay attention to your surroundings, because these are symbols and signs that your guides want you to know you're on the right path and you're headed in the direction of success. Okay, now we've got the Hangman. It's in the resistance position. So you may have felt that you are a little bit impatient. You wanted to move forward on something, but the energy is making you wait, or you feel that you're in limbo. You may be asking a lot of questions about your direction and trying to see things from a different perspective. When you get this card, this is a card of being in it's almost like being in a transition or reversals. You may have even felt that parts of your world have been turned upside down, and whilst it has been a little bit fraught with energy and you've been a little bit uncertain about how to proceed, I feel it will be an evolutionary stage where you gain valuable insight into not just accepting things as they are, but finding solutions to work things out that actually make it, it's almost like things come to being in your favor in the end. It works out better for you in the end. We have Fantasia, Surrender, New Perspective, Enlightenment. So because it's in the resistance position, there may be something that perhaps you've been really working hard towards, and it's not been happening for you. You may have felt, is it a missed opportunity? Will it ever happen? Because I get this sense of being in limbo, or just because they keep, what they're showing me is be direct, be direct. Some of you may have known what you've wanted to do for such a long time, and it's just, it feels like you've been forcing the universe's hand, but it's just not showing up for you. As soon as you surrender and say to the universe, I'm grateful for all that comes in. I've worked really hard to get to where I am, and this is where I intend to go, but I'm not going to force it anymore. You will show me the way. The universe orchestrates things to work out in your favor. This showed up in one of the other readings in the last couple of days. So I think it was for the Scorpio reading, which of course I'm Scorpio. They're reminding me of a time where I really wanted a certain career when I was younger, and I tried so hard, and at every turn I was let down, or things fell through, or it just wasn't working for me. And I got to a point many years later where I was like, you know what, I've got to concede. The universe is obviously, you don't want me to follow this direction. I've been very stubborn and not giving up. I let go. Okay, I let go of control. I surrender. Whatever is meant for me will be. Okay, and I kid you not, as soon as I just took a step back and allowed everything that I'd learned, everything that I'd worked for, I allowed the moment to breathe. About 6 months later, everything I'd ever tried for in about 5-6 years showed up for me without me having to do much effort, because I'd put in a lot of energy, and I realized I was forcing it. I was trying to control it. And if you think about the little butterfly in your hand, if you hold it so tight, you crush it. Okay, so don't crush your dreams. It's so important. Don't crush the goal. You can suffocate that little butterfly. Allow it to just land there. What is meant for you will stay. Okay, it's so important for you to realize that. Now, also we have the Creatrix. So you're being called to focus this month. You are so talented at what you do. You're so gifted. Anything you turn your hand to, you're really good at it naturally. But there's some special skills or something that you are so good at that you need to focus on at this time. The Magician card indicates you have everything you need to be doing what you want to do. But sometimes you doubt yourself, because this is in the resistance position, okay? Some of you may have felt that because things have not been going your way, you may have felt like procrastinating and, just looking in the other direction, because you feel, what's the point? I get this energy of what's the point? But you're being called to focus this month, get organized, because everything you've been manifesting is showing up for you all at once. Isn't that just the way of life? You wait ages for a bus and then 3 or 4 come all along at once. And I feel this month is that month for you, okay? Now with the Creatrix also, this is about ambition, okay, and it is about the self, you know, having that inner power to make things happen. Remember, your first house is activated at this time, so you're stepping into your power this month and you're attracting all that your heart desires. This is a card of manifestation, so it indicates there is a certain element of magic for you this month where anything that you are truly desiring will work out in your favor. When you've got the Ace of Pentacles in this position as well, it does indicate that perhaps some of you are worried about finances. I feel like you're going to transform your finances. I would wait if there's any large project, product that you really want to buy, okay? Because we've got the Hangman here and the Creatrix. I feel there will be intuitively the moment that you want to purchase something. I mean, do your due diligence, but I actually see you making this larger purchase in the latter half of February, okay, rather than the beginning part. Also, the Ace of Pentacles indicates that there is an offer financially coming your way. Some of you, if you're retired, this could be that you have a little bit more in your pension than you expected for the time that we're living in. And if it dipped a little bit, you'll see it go back up again, okay? There's an energy of acquisition here, of acquiring more. Ace of Pentacles also indicates gain, okay? So the effort you put into something is what you will be rewarded with. The universe is delivering an offer for you this month. This could be in the form of an investment income that comes out in your favor. It could also be that some of you acquire property or are selling property and you get good money for it. It could also be that there is a job opportunity being offered, or a raise or a promotion. Something perhaps that was sort of promised and didn't show up will be showing up a little bit later on. But because you may have been a little bit impatient, and I'm talking about you've been very patient with this person or this situation, I feel you'll recognize a time where you're like, you know what, actually I want to move on. I want a new adventure. I want a new start. So some of you, as I said, will put your resume out there and you will get a better job opportunity that brings in more finances, that actually aligns with your pay grade and with the skill set that you've got, okay? If you're looking for love, I definitely see some of you having someone from the past make a re-entry into your life. I feel this person, you may have waited to hear from this person a long time, and they may have ghosted you in the past, and there's an unresolved conversation. I feel this person, they've been thinking about you a lot. You've always been on their mind, and that may be why you can't stop thinking about this person also. But because we've got the Queen of Cups here and the Ace of Wands and the Five of Cups, this person, I have to say that they're coming on in because they are very passionate about you. The chemistry is off the charts, but this person is going to be in and out. Okay, the Five of Cups tells me that they will leave again or they'll disconnect again. Emotionally, this person is not available, okay? So just be mindful of that, because Neptune in Pisces creates that dreamy sense of maybe we could start again, and we forget why we separated in the first place from that person. So just watch out for that. Of course, actions speak louder than words. So if this person shows you with actions that they want to be a stable, secure energy in your life, then of course, heal that rift, open yourselves up to it. But I would be cautious, because the dominant energy here is someone who is a bit in and out of their energy. They're a little wishy-washy, okay? They've got one foot in and one foot out, and I feel like they've got commitment issues, okay? I don't feel like they've got anybody else in the wings. I do feel like they think about you a lot, but they're just not stable emotionally to be open for you, okay? They're not emotionally available to the level you deserve and desire. So I do feel there's new love coming on in here for you that will be a little bit more rewarding. Now we do have the Strength card, so you're being kind of nudged in the direction of implementing better self-care routines. This is a card of really analyzing where you've undervalued yourself in life, or where you've allowed people to take your kindness for weakness. I really get this Strength card of you being empowered and knowing the direction you want to go in, and really being a force to be reckoned with. It says here, courage, subtle power, integration of the animal self. It's really interesting because they're showing me a panda in the water. So pandas, you may see random imagery of pandas over the next 6 weeks. Pandas actually have that comfort energy. It does symbolize rest when you get a panda as well. But it's about gently solving problems or living in peace. You can be a gentle leader. You don't have to be aggressive or, always on the go. You could be influencing your life subtly to get to where you want to go, okay? So I really get this sense of you having the courage to go after what you truly desire and accomplishing all that you visualize for your future. We've got the Queen of Cups. Again, it's another underlining message from Spirit about having compassion for yourself, about really looking at emotional security and your generosity. Remember self-love, self-care. The cup of love starts for the self first. But this is about you being comfortable in your own skin, especially since this time promotes body positive affirmations. So this is a card of you being a best friend to yourself this month as well. So whether you're single or not, I really feel you are looking at areas in your life where you may have felt you were not worthy of love, that you were not lovable, but you will actually see yourself in all your glory this month, and you will see that actually you are lovable and that you are going to connect to a greater love, not just with your guides and with source that you celebrate, but also with those around you and all that you're attracting. Now, the Queen of Cups also connects to sensitivity, so there may be some emotional mood swings, especially as you move closer to that new moon in your sign. You'll feel a little bit more sensitive than usual. You'll be high in your empathy and your understanding, and I definitely get a sense here that a friend in need will come towards you for advice, okay? This person, I actually feel like this person has romantic feelings for you. So let me just see that, okay? Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? I mean, it could even be an ex that reaches out and says, hey, I've got a bit of an issue. Could you give me some advice? But this person actually has feelings for you, okay? Temperance card, just to let you know, I'm only picking uprights in this deck. Temperance card. This could be the person who's got the 1 foot in, 1 foot out, okay? Because the Temperance card, as you can see, oh, that just popped out as well. As you can see, Temperance card is about balance, but it's also about transition period. Ace of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, when we got the Temperance card, it can be like a blending. So it's like a friend wanting to, it doesn't have to be an ex, it can be a friend or a colleague who is thinking about blending or blurring the lines, okay? They come to you for advice, but it's kind of, they do need your advice, but I feel it's also a ruse to get closer to you, okay, is what I'm feeling there. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. This person does want to be a very stable person in your life. Okay, Ace of Pentacles indicates that they want to offer, a relationship. They want to start something deep with you. And the 7 of Pentacles, though, you're asking yourself whether it's worth it, okay? Because I feel part of you does not want to cross that line with this person, okay? I feel like you're looking for new, is what I'm feeling. So this could be a colleague that flirts with you occasionally, or it could be a friend, a neighbor even, that, you've got a sense. Your inner radar is saying, this person, they kind of got the feels for me. And I feel like you'll let this person down gently, is what I feel. Let me see how you feel about this person. 9 of Cups, Page of Swords. Yeah, well, 9 of Cups, I feel like you're looking for new, because the Pages is like, you could be talking to somebody new. Your ideal outcome situation is like, you'd think about it briefly, exploring it, because you do love this person, but at the end of the day, Pages are new energy. So I feel you would rather not blur the lines because you value this person's friendship or their presence in your life. I feel like you're looking for new love, okay? So also, the energy that I've got coming through here, you're mixing things up in the month of February, and there is an offer coming on in, okay? Something you've worked really hard for, that you've waited a long time, but you will love this, okay? If you're signing any contracts, really do your due diligence. Look at the small print, because it may say or state something like, they offer, like, for example, if they offer your top salary that you really want, but it may mean that you have to work at a lower salary for about 3 to 6 months before the contract matures and they make you a permanent member of staff, okay? So it may be that you feel a little bit disappointed that you're gonna be working so hard at a little bit lower money than perhaps you were hoping for, but then it will staircase, is what I'm seeing. And some of you, if you're retired, I see a lot of you looking at a project that you're investing in, and just when you are feeling that perhaps it's too much or it's so overwhelming and you're like, maybe I shouldn't do this, the universe orchestrates an opportunity to come on in to encourage you to keep going, is what I'm seeing. This is a card of wish fulfillment. Okay, so you're going to get a wish delivered this month. Look out for the feather, floating in front of you. This is connected to this wish. Okay. Also with the Page of Swords, this is about investigating new opportunities or new ideas. I really feel like you're brainstorming this month about how to shake up the humdrum of life and bring a little bit more spontaneity into your world. This is a card also of gathering knowledge. So if there's something you don't know, you will connect to it this month and find the answers that you seek. Okay. Now also we have Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, I really get the sense that you're cooking something up in secret here. I really feel like there's other projects or something that perhaps is very exciting that you are connecting to. So I'm just picking up this energy. One moment, please. What is that? Okay, I can't quite connect to the energy, so I'll always be honest and say I can't quite grasp it. So I'm going to move on from that because I can't get it. But Ace of Wands tends to be a card of transformation, transforming your world, but also believing in your big dreams, okay? Going after those things that you think are perhaps overwhelming or sometimes unachievable, but you are capable of making it happen. Ace of Wands, some of you are going to start new projects, or you're going to use that wonderful creative energy that you're going to be in this month. You may start a new business, or you may open yourself up to new adventures. Some of you may actually go traveling as well. Ace of Wands is a card of being empowered and inspiring your circumstances without fear. So you're being daring, you're being bold, you're making things happen. This is the start of something. So I feel like you're turning your dreams into reality with this, but you could be keeping it behind the scenes. You're not going to tell everybody about it. We've already talked about someone having a secret crush on you. Okay, I feel like this person, they will hint, you will know. This is the person who asks for advice. Okay, that comes through very strongly. But also I feel like you're letting go of things that have not been working for you because you recognize there is something greater, something better on the horizon. I feel like there is an energy here of what you feel has not worked out for you, or a missed opportunity. You will see that something better is being orchestrated for you. Okay, when you have the Three of Cups in the front there and the Two of Cups there, because this is the Five of Cups, of course, this is you being encouraged by the universe to look at everything you are set to gain, because once one door closes, another one opens, or once one opportunity leaves your energy, another one even bigger and better is presented to you, because the universe wants you to win. The universe, although there is ups and downs, and unfortunately we all have to ride that wave of life, the universe does want to help you attract all that you desire. The universe can work for you. I'm actually seeing the Secret in the water right now, that book, The Secret. So some of you may have re-picked up, shall we say, or revisited The Secret, by Rhonda Byrne. I'm not here to advertise anything, but I'm seeing it in the water, so I thought I will mention it. That really indicates that the law of attraction, your visions, your thoughts are becoming things. So be mindful of all that you're thinking. Don't dwell in what is not working. Dwell in what your potential is and what your desire is for the future. Also, some of you may be worried about loss, but actually I see a lot of gain here, okay? Catastrophizing, it's important not to be in a state of catastrophizing because we attract the things that we think about, but also, of course, it's important to safeguard yourself. If you're worried about finances, I see better finances coming on in for you. I do see a debt being repaid as well. Ace of Pentacles indicates the universe is going to send you what you need, okay, at your moment of need. So I definitely see you being able to be in the flow of creating a better budget, being very strict with your finances. And Five of Cups, I get the sense that you're making sure that you don't overspend. So that's very important there as well, okay? Now, also, I'm picking up on an energy of some of you will win something this month. I mean, it could be that you're gifted something for free, but I'm picking up a win this month. I mean, it could be like, I don't want you to go all out there and be like buying hundreds of scratch cards just to, or buying the lottery or anything like that to have a win. But I feel some of you may win something. It could be a raffle, it could be something at work, it could be an award for something that you have done. It could even be that, you know, if you've got grandchildren or children, they may actually, you know, present you with an award for being awesome. You know, I feel like there's something that really puts a spring in your step this month, where you're going to feel really proud of who you are, the direction you're headed in, and the way that you lead your life, okay? So I'm just going to go and get a final card before I close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Independent. So this is the equivalent of the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you may set up your own streams of income or become an entrepreneur, or there's an idea that you're formulating that will help you move forward, and it will build into something financially very stable for you. Some of you may move into the consulting area, so you may give good advice to people, and in exchange for your advice, I feel it is rewarding emotionally, but also I feel financially you could turn it into a business if you want to. So some of you may, you know, if you're doing something that you have a skill in and other people want to follow a similar path, you may actually set up you know, a channel on social media, or you may set up a what do you call it, a program, like a program of study for people, a course online for people to study, and you know, you will have passive income or income ticking in the background. But it says independent here, and it says plenitude, luxury, privilege. You have worked hard to create the success and security that you have around you. Indulge in your surroundings, for you have the self-discipline and maturity to do so. So it definitely indicates that there's more financial reward, but also it indicates what you focus on, that is a thing that will grow. And that's why they're calling you to focus this month, to concentrate on the things that will bring more reward and abundance into your life, because there's a lot of benevolence available to you this month. It's number 45. When you reduce it, 4 plus 5 is 9, the Hermit energy. So a lot of you may feel you want to withdraw in order to focus on something, and you will use your knowledge to build your security in your life as well. Let me see if I'm picking up anything more before I go. Nope, that's what I'm picking up so far. They're actually showing me musical notes right now, so maybe some of you are raising your vibrations. They gave me a guitar, okay? So yeah, this is about tuning in to the frequencies, raising vibrations. I mean, there is a musical notes in there. It's right there. They were showing me something like this in the water, but they were showing me like little, you know, those little black notes, the musical notes like crotchets, semi-breathes, quavers. I don't know much about music, but they're giving me these rests. Oh, thank you so much, I'm sure grateful. Most important is the rest, the pause is what they're giving me. So even when you have a piece of music, you know, it's free flowing, and then suddenly there's a climax that brings a pause, and there may be no sound, and it's like it's almost like on a cliffhanger, okay? So and then suddenly there is movement again. So perhaps that's how you're feeling right now. You're trying to set something up, or you're trying to accomplish something, and you feel like you're on a bit of a cliffhanger where you're like, will it go well? Will it go in my favor? What's going on there? I just feel this sense of you waiting for something that they want you to breathe. It's going to happen for you, okay? Interesting, cliffhanger. So I do feel this month will actually be a bit of a cliffhanger, but you will obtain your goal, okay? So also music will help you raise your vibration. So if you've been feeling a little bit down recently, connect to your favorite song, allow it to wash over you, and if you can, move. It will help the endorphins as well. And finally, we got the key, okay? Now the key is all about revelation, answers for the questions that you have, and it is the World card key, which indicates you are going to unlock a door that is meant for you, and right behind door is a goal that you want to accomplish. So I really feel like you're stepping into a power, you are stepping into a new cycle, you're tying up loose ends, you're being very productive this month, and success will visit you, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates for you, my beautiful Pisces. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel, completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Pisces. Love and light.